right now I'm going to turn it over to our lovely ladies, DysChick and SocaSaySo.
So we thank you all for being here. We have representatives from LFS Music. Clap it up. This is your point. This is the time when you clap it up. We have Young Devin. Just walking to the stage, we have one Vizzy. No problem. Over here, we have Wildfire. I said that a little special. We're good, we're good. And representing Greens as well, Nasale. And we have, I cannot say his name without singing it. It's so weird. Motode. He's there. Right in front of your face, in live. He's right there.
Yeah, fresh from St. Lucia.
So we decided we wanted to celebrate Caribbean artists. Caribbean people in general can't just do one blinking job. They have 20 million jobs. That's why we have so much going on in this room today, because there's so many talented Caribbean souls out there. But we really wanted to sit down and talk with the soca artists and talk about their experience.
Sit down in theory, because we had so many artists that
we'll
let them sit.
There's no space for me. It's fine. I'm used to being in heels. It's okay. Don't cry for me. So would you like to start it off with our question?
Yeah, so, okay. The reason that we wanted to have this panel discussion is because Brooklyn has a soca scene. You know, if you're following DysChick or SocaSaySo, you know how we feel about the soca scene in Brooklyn. And so we wanted to make sure we represent and show you guys the faces of our artists. Now, one thing I want to say is that I was saying we're supporting local artists. And then I was told, whoa, be careful calling them local artists. And I was surprised. I'm like, local to me is like, you're right in. That's local. But apparently that's an issue. So I want to understand from you guys why being called a local artist might be an issue.
Or is it?
Yeah. Good night to everybody who came out tonight right now. Big up to everybody who's here right now. Love and respect. Big up to DysChick, big up to SocaSaySo for having us here tonight. Big up to everybody on the panel right now, all the artists. Love and respect. To just the local artist thing, right? We live here, but when we say local, when they say local, it's like our music is like here, like in Brooklyn. Our music is all over. So because we be here doesn't mean that we music are just like suffocated to Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Bronx. It's not localized to New York City. Our music is, we pull out music for the whole world. Pull out music for the whole Caribbean. So just because we live in a certain place, it doesn't mean that we music is local. So when they call us local artists, people will feel like, well, because I'm living in Brooklyn, like, well, them only be perform in Brooklyn. Their music only reach Brooklyn, only reach New York City, and them can't fly nowhere. The music can't go nowhere. The music can't play nowhere else. Them are just local artists. You understand? So when they say local artists, sometimes we might feel a little way. We pour music for the world. We pour music for the people and them who living all over the world. You understand? Is big respect to all the DJs and the promoters and the fans that help us carry our music to all over the world internationally, all islands, all places on the planet. You understand? So when I release music, I don't say I release music for Brooklyn today, or for Queens today, or for Washington, D.C. I release music for the world, so that is why you can't call me a local artist. They call me just an artist releasing music for the world, for the people, soca music for the people. You understand? Yeah. Blessed love.
Hi guys, I'm Devin.
No longer young Devin.
No, I'm still young Devin. I'm young. Well, I can speak for all of us when we say, I'm 17 now, but I've been traveling and doing soca music since I was 8 years old. Going on tour with some of like the biggest acts in the game, like Marsha Montano, Bungie God. You guys know, right? But when you say local artists, just like Voice said, it's like being from Brooklyn, we're not making music for Brooklyn, or if we in California, we're not making music for California. If I was born and raised in Brooklyn and I go to Trinidad and Tobago and kids are singing my song word for word, that's across the globe. Like, I took a whole passport to get there. That's international. And I think all of us here are international, especially nowadays with the internet. Everybody's an international artist, because you could be in Sweden and know somebody who has 100 followers on Instagram, but if you like that song, they're an international artist at the end of the day. So I feel like a local artist is kind of a way for people to still box you in, but you just got to just keep breaking those barriers, and I think all of us here have done that at some point in our career.
Can I just piggyback off of that question? How do you answer the question, where are you from? Anybody want to jump on? Do you say, I'm from Brooklyn? Do you go directly to that? Sorry. Do you go directly to the islands?
Good night, everybody. I'm Wildfire. Yeah, this. I can take this one. Yes, you. Okay, yeah. So it's a tricky question. I was born in Harlem. Right? I was born and raised in Harlem, between Harlem, Trinidad, and Grenada. Right? But when somebody asks me where am I from, I would say I'm from Trinidad. The reason why is because my blood is from there. And long gone are the days where they say, well, you wasn't born in Trinidad, so you're not from Trinidad. I think that's a thing of the past. I think that we all share this blood, and that's where we're from. If we identify with Trinidad, that's what I identify with. If I identify with Harlem, that's what I identify with. And so I will say I'm from Trinidad because that's what I identify with. And so, you know, we just have to just represent the best way that we can. And that's what I say. Trinidad is where I'm from. I'm now kind of identifying more of my Grenadian roots as well. So I would say, now I would say I was born in Harlem. My parents are from Trinidad and Grenada.
Your whole bio.
Yeah, you have to say the Grenadian.
Nasa lazy bandwagoners. Everybody want to be a job now. It's all right. No, I'm just playing with you. Moto, I read a piece by this blogger called DysChick.
You're welcome.
And I know that it is a struggle living in New York and performing in St. Lucia and getting the respect back and forth. What do you say? People say, where you from?
Hello everybody, the name is Lashley Winter from St. Lucia, aka Moto. Moto there. How do we answer that question? I don't know if you're talking like generally, if we like performing wise, if we travel, but it kind of do make a difference, because if I go to England or I go to Europe or wherever and they ask me where I'm from, you know, I'll say the islands, I'll say the Caribbean, because that's my dad, you know, that's where all of us from. But anywhere else, I would say St. Lucia. Wildfire said that's where our blood from. I was born and raised in St. Lucia. But you know, if you're speaking on the international level, I represent the entire Caribbean. I'll say I'm from the islands, I'm from the West Indies. You understand? So it really matters on where you ask the question of where you're from.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. My name is Kosi from LFS Music. In response to the question of where you're from, I feel like, especially in this industry, when people ask you where you're from, they're asking you more so where you feel connected to, and not where you're standing at the moment or where you're residing at the moment, because a lot of us live different places but don't even feel connected to the place, you understand what I'm saying? So when I answer the question of where I'm from, I tell people Trinidad off top, because Trinidad is where I feel home. You know, when I'm in Trinidad, I feel like I'm home. I feel like the people around me have the same kind of ideologies and the same kind of morals, and you know, the same kind of feelings I have. So when people ask me where I'm from, I tell them Trinidad off top, regardless. I was born in America, but I grew up in Trinidad my whole life, from like 1 year old till I was 15. So regardless, I tell them I'm from Trinidad. Yeah.
Well, I'd like to chime in on this one. I think I have a pretty interesting experience. As you can see, I sound very, very American. Nasale, that's my name. My dad, thank you. I think I'm the newbie up here. My dad is Grenadian and my mom is from North Carolina. To put that in perspective, maybe in the last 15 years, I've been to North Carolina 0 times. Grenada, a whole different story. every year I try to make sure I'm there, and I love it, and I really have a strong connection. So if someone asks me where I'm from, just to eliminate, the confusion, I really do say I'm from Brooklyn, but I'm a Grenadian, right? And it's funny, sometimes I'll be asked that question, and I'll say, I'm from Brooklyn, and then the person says, no, where you from? And then they open up the conversation for me to say Grenada, because I try to keep it simple, so usually I'll just say Brooklyn because of the way I sound, But I have such a proud and strong connection to Grenada. My best childhood memories are from there, so yeah.
That's where you're from. Nice.
That's where I'm from.
Nice. So, keeping with that, when people ask you where you're from and things like that, is it hard for you to get respect, to get your music played either in New York or in the islands? And how do you deal with that?
I feel like Jabari from Elephant Music. How everybody doing? Good night, good night. I feel like as artists, no matter where you're from, like the music will always speak for itself. So regardless of where you're from, and people fight you down, no matter, I feel you always get fight down anywhere you go. From home, or if you're not from somewhere, people will treat you a different way. But once you make good music and the music connect to the people, I feel like nobody can really fight you. Because the people always support you and love the music that you're making.
I agree with him to a certain extent, but I also do think that it is a little bit harder. The reason being is because people have this view and this notion of us as, like you said, local artists, right? And that we are from here and our music doesn't go anywhere. Now, with the exception of, everybody here, we've been able to transcend just being here and getting our music played. But it is still, to me, it is still a little bit difficult for an artist from the United States to be taken serious in the soca arena. If you're not going Trinidad, or if you're not in any of the islands, releasing music from there, and people not seeing you there, you know what I'm saying? Everybody here, we go down to Trinidad or we go down to Grenada to get our music heard. And for me, I would like to see more of the music being played here and the music being pushed out from here outward. You know what I'm saying? We have a very big market, if you really look at it, being the United States of America, and we can make us money instead of going down to Trinidad and make TT money. And the Trinidadians, the Grenadians, they all come here to make money, to make us money, but yet we are more focused on going down to kind of make our name. And I feel like we need to kind of change our mentality on that. We have so many people around. Look at you guys here. You guys are supporting us. You guys came out to support us and to listen to us. And I think that's a very big thing. We need to kind of more capitalize on that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like one of the problems with soca music is that we want it to be an international genre, but we put a cap on ourselves. And I say that in a sense of not letting like artists from the United States expand the brand. If you go to Belgium, there's rappers in Belgium and they're popping in Belgium, you know what I'm saying? So it's like us not, or Caribbean people directly not accepting it. Like for example, for me personally, I did soca for 8 years. Trinidad didn't really start representing me until I started rapping. Until Nicki Minaj and Taraji and Worldstar started posting me for rapping and me saying I'm Trinidadian in my raps, they weren't really accepting me unless it was a Marshall putting a cosign behind me or me releasing a song with like a lyrical, but it wasn't just based off of the talent. So it's like, I feel like the only way for soca music to really expand is to accept more artists, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why I started rapping. A lot of people thought I started rapping and I forgot about soca, but the whole reason for me to rap is that I'm trying to conquer that genre so that I can open that genre and introduce that door to so many amazing soca artists. People think I'm just rapping just because. Don't get me wrong. I started rapping on accident, but I fell in love with it, and I love the culture, and I love the craft of it. But at the end of the day, I know what I came here to do, and I know my 5-year plan, and it's not just to be a rapper. Like, I came here so that soca music could have an award show on television, you know what I'm saying? So soca music could be on billboards and Hot 100s, and if I have to rap and spit a couple 16s in order to make that happen, then that's what it's gonna have to be.
You just drop that mic real quick. Nice, nice. I love that. Because young Devin is 17. I feel like we've watched you grow in music. My goodness. Really reminiscent of like when Marshall came out real early and young and you watch him grow up and so.
Oh, sorry. You guys are all still here.
That is wonderful. It's good to know that that's why you entered that genre because I was like, she's rapping now? Wait a minute. My baby.
And she didn't forget about us. We love it.
Nice.
I just want to touch on a point that was made that the bloggers are here. We want you all to know that you have a media. So just like you don't have to go, you want to get to a point where you don't have to go to an island to get the respect and to get the love. You don't have to go to Rolling Stones to get the love. You can go to a very niche media source. You have several, not just DysChick and SocaSaySo, you have several bloggers out there, people who are making their names in media, in written form and in video, who are here to support you. And you need to call them in up. You have to send your music. Send your music to us. Tell us when you're doing new things because we are here to push it out. We want to help you guys.
Yes.
For sure, for sure. Back to the questions.
You had a good one.
I had a good one?
You had a good question for them.
Now she's putting me on the spot. Now
Yes.
you're making me blank out. Just go to the next question. now I'm
Okay,
all
so I'll
shy.
ask something that's a little personal for everyone on the panel. Just curious how you got started in music in general, but when you decided to make this your career, make soca music your career, which I don't know how many people you were looking at who were blazing the trail for that for you, but when you decided to do that, what were you hoping to achieve? And do you feel like you're doing it? Like you are making strides in the industry?
All right, so how I started, right? Basically, I've been a soca lover for years. Growing up in the house with the parents playing clips of music on a Sunday when they clean in the house and wherever, watching YouTube of other soca artists performing and stuff like that. I told myself, like, yo, I feel I could do that. I used to write in the back of my notebook in school, like, yo, writing rhymes and stuff like that when the teacher teaching or whatever. And I said, you know what? I want to be an artist like how them other artists are performing on stage and so forth. So how I started was I said, you know what? Let me take this serious and let me link up with a producer in Brooklyn. Let me bring them all these songs what I wrote, and I linked up with Mastermind Noel. Big up to Mastermind, big up to Natasha, and I just Googled soca producers in Brooklyn on Google, straight up. And the first people that came up was Mastermind Productions, Natasha Noel. They had a number there. I called them. I said, hey, I want to come in. I want to sing soca, have some songs. They said, well, come in. We'll give you a date. They gave me a date. And I brought about 20 songs to them that day. And I sat down in the living room with Natasha. And I said, like, yo, these are all these songs that I want to sing. Natasha told me, well, you have to pick one. You can't sing all 21 of these songs they bring for me. Pick one. And the song was stood out to them. I sang about 10 songs for her. And the song was stood out for her was Jumper Cable. And I said, cool, I'll be going with that. She said, well, what's your name? What was your artist's name? I said, well, I'm young. I was about 22 years old at the time. And I felt like I had a voice for soca. So I said, well, young voice. She said, well, go with that. She said, I'll be going with Jumper Cable. So they tell me what the price was. The price was extremely high. I had to work for another about 4 months before I pay for that track. But I had the passion to do it. And I said, you know what? I'm going with it. And they helped me do the song. And that is how I started. And from the time I released the song, it was like, yo, I felt like I am a soca artist. Now I have my name. I got the song. I got the producers behind my back. I released it. And like, I just started to link up with DJs in Brooklyn, and I was like a savage. It was like any DJ I see, yo, hold that. Young voice, Jumper Cable. CDs, I had business cards, I had everything. I started to go hard from that day, and just because it was that passion building inside me, like, yo, I want to be a soca artist, I want to be on the stage, and from there, it was just like a takeoff. And from that day, 10 years ago to now, I would still go to Frankie and the man, hey, my new song, rub up. You have it? You understand? So that is me. It is the passion and the love for soca and the love for the industry and the love for the vibes. And just doing my thing. I don't do the soca for other people. I do it for me and just the love of soca and trying to build something that brings some more vibes and energy to the community and the soca environment. And the same thing what everybody down here is doing too. So since then to now, I'm still doing the same thing. Going hard, producing soca music, and it's just love. It's just our passion. It's just our vibes. Yeah, so it's working for me and I'm happy.
I'm very curious about LFS music because at one point there were quite a few soca groups. There were a few little like soca band, boy bands out there. And no, for real, like doing like choreographed dances and everything, like for like a little while.
Yeah, like Surge and yeah, H2O Flow and all that.
Thank you. You see, they know them and everything. And then that went away. And I'm excited to see another group come out. So what made you guys get involved?
From the very beginning, when we was in primary school in Trinidad, I used to be singing calypso and thing. I write my first song when I was around probably like 7 years old. And I used to be singing calypso in the competitions, mashing up competitions, right? And this used to be my backup singer. So my little brother was my backup singer back in the day. And when we come up to New York, like I take a while off from writing. I was just being a kid and doing regular stuff. And something, he was still singing because he went to school for performing arts and things of that nature. And actually him singing get me back into writing music. So when I started writing music, I used to write for like reggae artists like Davil and a couple other reggae artists. And something tell me, my mother actually tell me, she's like, if you want to be good at something, start from home. You understand what I'm saying? You want to pursue, like she's saying, you want to bring everybody back to home, start from home and start working from home. So I started writing soca music and I link up with Lyrical. I think that was 2015 or 14, the year we do Cloud9. And that was like the first song that I sell to a soca artist and Lyrical sing it, and it was a big song and it was a blessing, right? So,
I'm sorry, can you give us a little piece of Cloud9 for those who may not know?
no, you're supposed to know Cloud9, man. No, they're supposed to know Cloud9.
No. Let me get right in front of the camera. This is a problem I have with West Indian people. All you think that everybody knows everything that you guys do.
No, they know
Some people don't know things and they want to learn today. Give us a little piece of Cloud9. I put my nice voice on.
To know Cloud9, man, but
Frankie,
you know the
Frankie,
yeah, look right.
Frankie, please. Thank you, sir. Is this
You pull him out. Thanks.
Oh Lord, high. Celebrating life. I know the limit is the sky. And I know that I ain't living twice. That's why I'm living for tonight.
See, I didn't hear him say that. Okay, so I wanted to jump on Moto and Wildfire. Did you guys start out with singing, producing, or writing first? Where did you start out?
Alright, so how I started out doing music. I was always singing as a child. Annoying my big sister in the house. I was always singing, but I kind of took it a little bit serious when I moved to DC. I moved to DC for like 2 years. I linked up with a bedroom of mine. His name is Bad Habit. He's a white boy from Bulgaria. And we were in a piano class. And, I told him that I had an aspiration to be a producer. And so he was like, hey man, I'm a producer too, come to my crib, let's do some music. And so I went to his crib and we did a few things together. But then I was singing at a time and he said, hey man, you could sing, you should record. I wasn't that good, but he gave me my first chance to record on a song. That was back in 2006. And from then I was just kind of owning, just kind of growing and doing my thing as a writer, singer. I came back to New York and I got a chance to link up with Neutron. Neutron, GBM Neutron. I was a photographer at the time, and I had a gig at. I'm trying not to ramble on, but I had a gig in SOBs that was Marsha Montano and SOBs, and I just took it upon myself to introduce myself to Neutron, and I said, hey, you know, I'm an aspiring artist, you know, can we link? And he's like, hey man, yeah man, you have a card? I said, nah, but I have a number, and so we took each other's numbers, and that was Carnival. I was Labor Day Saturday. By the Tuesday, he called me back and he was like, hey, you want to come in the studio? And I was like, yeah, hell yeah. And so we got into the studio. It was a bunch of us. It was me, him, Kevin Carter. It was Naki and Darnella Simmons, right? And we just sat down. We spoke to each other. We played each other music. And from then, Neutron kind of took me under his wing. We wrote a few songs. We recorded a few songs, and I was able to get the attention of Marsha Montano. And Marshall heard a song that I had called Really Hot. Really Hot was a song that was kind of like a fusion of hip-hop and R&B and soca music, which was already done before, but I think he kind of heard a fresh take on it. And so he was like, hey, who's this kid? And I want to do a song with him. I want to go on that song. And so Really Hot ended up being on his 34th album, which was a big thing for me back in '09. And then we ended up writing a few of the songs, but one song that really landed was So High AOA. I don't know if you guys know that song, but I think Frankie could play it for you. I ain't gonna sing it. Yeah.
That's how we got it.
Yeah. So High AOA happened to come out. Frank, you have it? I think so. Yeah, even if it doesn't have it, So High came out in 2011, and it became one of soca's like outdoor anthems. And from that time is when I started as a writer. I think people more was taking me serious as a writer. I wanted to be a singer, but I couldn't really get myself out of the writing stigma. But I was able to write for a good bit of artists and produce for a good bit of artists, Lyrical and Tian Winter and Ricardo Drew, and was able to work with these fellas up here. And so I started out as a writer, as a singer, and now I'm trying to do my thing as an artist. So yeah.
In the air.
That was good. You got it.
All right. So how did Moto start? It's that's a very weird question for me, honestly speaking, because nobody in my family ever did music. I honestly started probably at the age of 14. I'm 24 now. When I left St. Lucia, I migrated to the US, to New York City. And I basically just downloaded the program called FL Studios and started doing beats. I knew nothing about soca music. I know nothing about chords, major chords, whatever, singing. So I started doing like local beats for St. Lucia and St. Lucian local artists. And I sent it down to St. Lucia, and it became very big rhythms, you understand, in St. Lucia. And over some time, over 2-3 years, I said, boy, if I was doing all them big rhythms for St. Lucia, why not try sing? You understand? But at the end of it, I wanted to be a track star. I went to school for maybe 6 years trying to run for St. Lucia, become an Olympian. And during these years, I was doing music at the same time that I was running and trying to pursue my school as well. And maybe in like 2016, I got the Bendong, Michael Bendong, that's the one that actually gave me, the boost up. And from Bendong, I started giving, the hits, all the hits. And honestly, like I say, I don't know nothing about music. Wildfire probably know more than me in the production side of things. I just do what sounds good. I produce all my beats, I produce all my songs, write all my songs. I don't know how I do it, honestly. I just surprise myself sometimes.
Nice. And Team Fox, is the largest distributor of St. Lucia music?
Yeah, so Team Fox is like a production company, entertainment. We do music. Big up Daryl Frostwire right here. That's my boy supporting Team Fox. So I push Lucian Dennery segment. That's a new style of soca music right now, being popular for the last 4 years. So Team Fox is one of the major pioneers of the new genre of soca music. And yeah, entertainment, we turn up the parties, we do everything. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Like you said, you can't have one thing. Can't just have one thing. But I don't think we had Devin and Nasale's story. Well, you were like 5.
I was, right? Well, I'll keep mine really short. I started music on accident. I never had any plans on doing anything in music. I never was like a kid that used to be like, I'm gonna be a singer when I grow up. My family didn't do music. They didn't take music serious. My dad hated that I did music. I was very quiet, so it was really weird for people to see me like on stage and like commanding a stage. So basically I started, my school had I always sang, but my school had a talent show. It was for International Day. So, you know, you had to do a song from your culture. And you know, I grew up in a definitely, even though my family didn't do music, I grew up in a musical background, hip hop, soca, R&B. I was exposed to it all very young. And so I decided to do a soca song. They posted the video on Facebook, and initially everything had just went crazy from that day. Like the energy, everything of the performance, people were so surprised. My mother was surprised. She damn near took her wig off. Like, it was crazy. And I swear. And then afterwards, it was like a week later, we had stopped by this radio station, and it was my mom's friend, Uncle Lane, and he knew Uncle Redman. And this is when Uncle Redman was on 107.9, I believe.
Adorable!
Yeah.
Uncle Redman.
And so then, so Uncle Lane, he was like, I saw you sing a soca song on Facebook. And so he pulls me out of the car window. I was really small, literally. He pulled me out the car window and he told my mom to turn on this station and just stay in the car. You know, if I was a parent, I wouldn't let nobody take my child, but I'm not, I digress, you know. Just saying, Ma, thank you. So yeah, he took me and I went down in the basement. Once again, Mommy, what are you doing? And then she just heard my little voice in the radio, and so people started calling in, because the thing that was so rare about how I came up, nobody has seen a kid in soca since Machel Montano. So it was like, it was no kid. I was going in these parties at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. on a list of nothing but adults, and I was the only 8-year-old performing. And in the beginning, when I would walk on stage, people would look at me confused, and by the end, they'll be like in awe. So it was like I started taking soca music serious in like July of 2010, and then by the September, I was on stage with Machel Montano. And it wasn't because he knew who I was. That day, I met him. I didn't even know what he looked like. Like I was 8. So I didn't really know like he was like this big celebrity, and you know, like he had a security guard standing in front of his trailer. I pushed past the security guard. I was like, I could care less. And I just went inside and I was like, hey, my name is Devin. Can I sing with you today? And he stepped back and he looked at me. And he was like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I want to sing with you. I want to sing Too Young to Soca. He was like, okay. Mind you, he's never heard me. He's never heard of me. And it was like an hour into his performance, because, you know, he performs for a really long time. And so my mom was like, Dev, let's go home. I don't really think that I think he probably forgot. And then he turned to the side and he looked at me and he called me on stage. And from there, like, that's when, you know, the viral thing started happening for me. But this was before the internet, so it was more so viral on word of mouth. And my name got back to Trinidad. And the first time I even touched Trinidad, my first show was Army Fete with Lyrical in front of like 10,000 people. And so, yeah, ever since then, it happened pretty fast. And then the rapping thing, it was organic. I was like, what, my 6th year in soca music? I saw Nicki Minaj on TV, and she had this documentary. And at some point in the documentary, she was crying because she couldn't go to the studio because she was so busy. And like a week before that, I was crying to my mother because I wanted to go to the studio, but she couldn't afford studio time. But it was like, it was from 2 different dynamics, but it was the same love and the same passion. And that's what drew me to her. And so because of that, it started inspiring me. And then I decided to give rapping a try, but I hid it as a secret at first. And so I taught myself how to produce and record. I begged my mom for a computer and a microphone. And I would go in my closet and I built like this blanket fort. It was really hot, but I would be in there for like 12 hours in a day just practicing how to rap and teaching myself. I did not know what a flow was. I didn't know what a punchline was. I didn't really grow up on hip hop. It was always soca, especially since I was taking soca serious for all those years. So I didn't know a lick of how to rap, but I just taught myself, and I just taught myself whatever sounded good. And you know, a year later, my videos are going viral. I'm about to be signed, about to release a project. I've, you know, last year I had about 3,000 followers. Now I'm at 70, almost 70,000. So it's been going good. So rapping saved my life, but soca is the start of it, though.
That's an amazing story, by the way. And I'm one of your followers. So for me, it really started as a little bit of luck and a whole lot of love, because I happened to meet someone who's a veteran in music in Grenada, Kevin Roger, and met him in Grenada, found out he lived literally about 8 blocks away from me in Brooklyn. So he happened to be maybe a year later working on a rhythm and said, hey, you know, I need someone for background vocals, because we kept talking about getting me into the studio. And I said, you know, I can do background vocals for some artists, and I just want to be around the soca, because like I said, my mom is American, my dad's Grenadian. To be honest, my Grenadian side does not like me singing soca at all. So it's a bit of a rebellion, but it's, again, I love it. So just being in the studio constantly listening to the same instrumental over and over and over again, I just started to, a song came out of it, you know, and really a love song, because it started, I feel to catch a flight to the island of the spice, that's my home. So really singing to Grenada, to my love for Grenada. So that's really how it started. That's how I recorded my first soca song. Yeah, it was short.
So I've heard a name. All right, somebody's got to get this flag for me. I cannot bend down. Don't make me do it. Oh, thank you. I've heard one name quite a few times today. I heard Lyrical's name many, many times. Our question was going to be, has there been a veteran, more senior soca artist that you guys have gotten advice from? I see that many of you have worked with Lyrical. Is there, can you tell us a little bit about any veteran artists that you guys have worked with that you've got a good advice from?
I would have to big up Lyrical again, because they bring up the name. So big up to Lyrical wherever you're there. Big up to everybody who support Lyrical and his music and what he's been doing for soca music. I would have to big up Lyrical because of mainly one thing. When I started singing my music as a young voice 10 years ago, Lyrical did not know me. I met him backstage at a party. It was Gal Farm in Brooklyn. And I had jumper cable out. And I tell him, I say, yo, Lyrical, I know you're a big artist in Brooklyn, and I want you to do the remix for Jumper Cable with me. And the man say, well, here we're going on. Voice, if you're gonna do it, it had to be hard enough. I say, if it had to be hard, I don't write out your lyrics already. So I started singing the whole of the verse I had write out for he backstage in the party. And he said, yeah, see that hard. He said, yeah, we go with that. And just him knowing me from nowhere and being an upcoming artist and doing the remix of Jumper Cable with me, I started to respect him on a different level. So respect to Lyrical, respect to all the DJs, big up to all the promoters in Brooklyn at that time, 10 years ago, doing all the promotions. And I used to go up to every DJ and promoter and say, yo, I'm a new soca artist. This is my song, this is my music, this is what I want to do. And I would have to big up each and everybody in Brooklyn, not only Lyrical, not only artists, big up all the promoters, the fans, the DJs, the club owners from back in the days before they shut down all the clubs in Brooklyn. I had to big up everybody, because everybody I used to go to and say, hey, my name is Young Voice, I am a soca artist, this is my song. And every single one of them gave me a blind. Nobody never turned me down, nobody never said no, hey, you're not gonna make it. Everybody said, okay, I like this song, I am gonna help you, I am gonna push you. Once you're doing your thing, I'm going to help you. So I had to pick up every single artist all across the board, across the world, every fan, every DJ. Nobody in my entire career has never like turned me down and said, yo, you're not going to make it. And that right there gave me motivation, and that is why I go so hard to this day. So big up everybody right now. Everybody, like
Big up
DysChick
yourself.
SocaSaySo, everybody here. Big up everybody who has ever known me.
Speaking of
I
no
thank you.
venues,
Yeah.
speaking of no venues, August 28th is the final in the summer chat series for Rant and Rave, and we are going to talk about it. Why are there no venues in Brooklyn? Where are we supposed to party? Where? That's it. I just got to remind you that it's on every table. Make sure you get your ticket. Make sure you're there, because that's going to be a serious conversation. Any other artists that have given great advice?
Well, definitely, like everybody, I think every New York artist in general would say Lyrical. His spirit is just, so guys, there's a rumor that Lyrical's my dad. He's not. I just was debating with somebody the other day on Twitter. They had a whole thread as to why they think Lyrical's my dad. I'm like, he's not. They're like, yes, he is. I'm like, how are you telling me? But okay. So the reason why is just because we have such a close relationship. Lyrical jumped on my first song before anybody even knew who I was. Like I said, he introduced me on stage in Trinidad at 3 in the morning at Army Fit. That was my first show ever in that country. So it was like, he just always put himself out on a limb for me, and on top of that, he kind of stepped in to be that father role for me, which is something that I never really had. My relationship with my dad got really rocky when I started doing soca music because he didn't want me to do it. And Lyrical always just kind of put that spunk in me, and we ended up getting close to the point where, he took me to prom and different things like that. And, I told him, you better walk me down the aisle too, because, who else gonna do it? So yeah, we have that type of relationship, and people don't know. I don't really try to broadcast it too much. But besides Lyrical, I would say Marshall, of course. People used to think that was my dad too, when I came out at Marshall Monday. Yeah, Patrice Roberts, Nadia Boston, they're all like bigger sisters to me as well, like aunties. And so all of the soca artists, because they all seen me grow up. They seen me from 8 to now, so it's kind of like they're so surprised, but at the same time, they're so proud of me. And so, yeah, I really and truly look at all of them as family, and I'm thankful that I even got to be in that circle enough to meet them, so.
Everybody gets on me about talking. Well, I would say, like I mentioned, Kevin Roger giving me just a chance to get into the studio and to really realize that love for actually being able to sing soca. And I want to say Wildfire, okay, because Wildfire touches so many careers here in Brooklyn. And after I did that first song, I felt like, okay, that was a little weak. I need and this one in the studio, I have to get my mind ready, oh boy, Wildfire, he's gonna, he pushes. I really appreciate the way you push in the studio. Actually, just a few weeks ago, we recorded my song that's gonna be coming up next, and I finally get to be on a rhythm with Wildfire. So I really wanna, I feel like he's touched so many careers, especially in Brooklyn. I'm not sure about outside of it. I'm sure outside of it also, with those amazing background vocals and everything, but definitely someone that has been there to even today he gave me a little advice, the little nerves gave me a little advice. So since you're here today, he's a veteran, okay? Skills, talent.
Thank you, Nas. Thank you. Thank you. Well, going back to Lyrical, I think the reason why everybody can say Lyrical is because Lyrical happens to be the he's our king. Yeah. Right? He is the one that represents us here. You know what I'm saying? We have other big artists like Neutron and everybody here, but Lyrical is that example, that example for all of us here. And he is the most approachable too. He's the most friendly. When Lyrical steps in a room, he can light up the whole room just by his presence, right? And you can step up to Lyrical and say, hey, Lyrical, my name is Wildfire. I want to be an artist. do you have any advice? And Lyrical go on and on for hours. Everybody know that he can talk. And so many times we'll be in the studio and he'll say, yo, well, he'll want to record in the studio. And we'll just sit down and for about 2 hours we talking and we ain't do nothing yet, but he's just talking about life and this and that. But there was one time in particular that I remembered where he was reminiscing about his times when he was trying to do his thing. And it took him about 10 years, he said, to really bust. He would tell me about the times that he walked in the snow from Staten Island, or from Long Island to Staten Island just to record after work. And so all of the experiences that he had is what I kind of went through as well. And so that's why I take to him. We talk on a brother-to-brother level. And I think everybody has that relationship with him. And so that's the reason why Lyrical is our father figure, so to speak. And our big brother, yeah.
I had too much lyrical stories. I mean, I feel like the reason you look up to Lyrical is because if you look at Lyrical, you see that it's possible to make it from here into the soca industry and be a respected artist by everybody. Understand what I'm saying? And the man is just probably the most humble soca artist I ever meet out of everybody. Like, he has tried to do too much at a point in time. Sometimes when you talk to him, you realize he has so much things going on because he's trying to help everybody and he's trying to make sure everybody feel comfortable in certain situations. I mean, without Lyrical, we wouldn't be here because Cloud9 is what make me feel like, all right, I can really do this soca thing. And if Lyrical didn't give me the opportunity, it wouldn't have no Cloud9 and it wouldn't have no LFS music, understand? So even when we do our first song, because we young, we new in this, we were 2 years, this is our second year in soca music, you know what I'm saying? So we released No Weapon, that was the first song we recorded, and we put it out, and thank God it just went far beyond what we ever imagined it to be. But Lyrical was the one when he listened to we had 2 songs, and he said, put this one out first, because No Weapon was the song that he feel like had the most vibes and things. So just advice, just being real with you, I'm giving you an honest critique, just being somebody you can hit up. And somebody who does hit you up too, because Lyrical real like lime, and Lyrical does hit you up sometime too when you're looking for something to do. That fella will call you and say, where's the word? What are you doing today? You know what I'm saying? So he's just a humble individual, and you can't give him too much, you can't give him enough props and enough respect for the things that he does do for everybody in Brooklyn. Facts.
So I'll give them the last question because this is kind of how I wanted to end the discussion. First of all, thank you guys for coming out. Just in general.
Really, thank you.
They're busy people, and they came out to just tell us what they're up to, and that's amazing. But what I want to know from you guys is, what do you think could happen for the Brooklyn soca scene and for soca artists who are New York based? What do you want to see happen?
What I would like to see happen, right? Honestly, I would like all the DJs in Brooklyn, New York, right, to ask artists, right, when they release a song, I want them to push it immediately. That is what I would love in this world right now in Brooklyn, in New York City. That when we release a song, that every single DJ in New York City say, hey, what's going on? You see we artists what we have in New York City, we're gonna push this song to the max. Every single party, we're gonna play it. No matter if we're playing in our basement party, our lounge, our backyard, our club, our fete, we're gonna play this artist song. We don't care if the people if it's new or what, we're gonna push it. As soon as they release it, we're gonna push it and say, hey, what's going on? These artists come from right here, and here we're gonna push this wherever we go. Whenever we DJs playing in London, England, St. Lucia, Grenada, Barbados, because if you think about it, a lot of the DJs, them travel more than we just travel. If we can't make it to Barbados and a DJ from New York City playing in Barbados, why they can't take we new song and bust it in Barbados? You understand? That's why I want them to bust we songs wherever them go. Right here, and then bust it wherever them traveling. That is what I would want to see in New York City right now, across the world. Bust we tune as it play, and we don't have to worry about when we release it. We have to run down DJ, we have to run down this, we have to say, hey, play my music, and I say, Frankie, give me a little play now. I don't want to do that. I want Frankie to know, hey, bust today, Nasty bust a tune, Wildfire bust a tune, Devin bust a tune, LFS, Motor bust a tune. Here we go now, this tune release today, everybody on the Instagram, the social media. Hey, it dropped today, play this. You understand? That is what I want to see. I hope in this world I can live to see that. You understand? But until that time, I'm gonna release music just for the love and hope that that time come. You understand? Yeah.
Well, for soca in general, I feel like right now soca making a big step into crossing over and making it a bigger stage. Like, I don't see why reggae music and all these things can make it and cross over to mainstream music. So I feel like there's no reason that soca should be able to do it, because soca music and soca artists itself work damn near as hard as everybody else, if not harder. So I feel like we just have to keep making great music and keep doing and putting out music that people love. And I mean, I feel like music itself is universal. Soca music itself is universal, I feel, because you can go anywhere with soca music. Everywhere now has a carnival somewhere in the world. So that's why we want to see that soca broaden the horizons and touch places and touch people that they never touched before.
Personally, the only thing I really want to see is like all artists, especially the New York artists, because we do have a little bit of an obstacle to overcome, that we become our worst critics when it comes to putting out music and creating music. We make the best music we possibly could make and not just put stuff out because we know what we're facing. So we really have to be honest with ourselves and be our worst critics when we're putting out projects. Not be afraid to ask people for opinions and criticisms, because criticisms and critiques would only help enhance our project, you know what I'm saying? So be a worst critic, let people help you out, make the best product you can make, and then once all they love the music, when we put it out, just support it like any other artist all will support, and that's all I could ask for. Big man.
Oh, well, I rap now. But yeah, definitely, I told you guys my plan already. I'm trying to make soca music a more mainstream and worldwide genre. So, you know, who knows, in 5 years you might see Meek Mill jumping up in a soca music video, but that's just because I'm putting in that groundwork now so that, you know, these amazing soca artists like Wildfire, like LFS, like Voice, can just reap the benefits of that labor. So it's like, I'm just gonna continue to grind. I'm gonna continue to do what I'm doing and staying in my lane and make sure I open the doors for soca. I'll never forget Trinidad. I always carry that flag on my back everywhere I go. I think people know that. Even if they don't know my name, they know me as that little Trini rapping girl. So yeah, that's what I'll continue to do.
I would like to see more togetherness between us. I think that, like I said before, we have this market, so to speak, here, and I think that we need to work with each other more. From the artists to the DJs to the producers to you guys that have this event here. This is a very, very big thing for us. So a round of applause for you guys. Yeah. So I would just like to see more of this. I would like to see more togetherness. I would like to see more of us artists doing their own events here. One Voice, why can't One Voice have an event and say, yeah, we're going on, LFS are going to perform, Devin are going to perform, Wildfire, Nazale, Moto, and we go and pay you. You know what I'm saying? Rather than always having to go to the bigger artists and paying for their flights, paying for the hotel, paying for whatever they had to do, and we have us right here, right? And we could always entertain us here. Like I said, we have a big market here and we need to capitalize off of that. So I would like to see more togetherness. I would like for us to just work together. That's pretty much it.
Listen, you guys said everything that I've been thinking, so I just, especially the togetherness and the not begging about the music. You know, if the song is good, if it's solid, you know, if it's a solid song, even if it's not necessarily your taste, I just feel like, you know, you owe it to give it a chance to be put out there. So I would love to see that. You know, I would love to see us not think of soca as seasonal carnival. It's not seasonal music. It's music, and that's the only way that it'll really like go as far as it can, you know, before it's taken over by those who do not think of it as seasonal. So we already see that happening, and I guess that's not just a Brooklyn, you know, thing, but those are the things that I really think about when I think about where I would like to see soca going. They made me.
What's the question? Honestly, I'm not speaking. I'm speaking for soca music on a whole. Like she said, she wants the soca music genre to become a household name on the Billboard's 100, whatever, top 50. And the most important thing, or how it will happen, is Caribbean people supporting each other. You know, supporting these songs. There'll be times where an artist drop a song, and I hear certain people saying like, "What the hell is that?" You understand? Before it happens, all Caribbean people from whatever island you are from, you have to support the artists if they trying something new. You know, especially if they try to do the soca and the rap together. You know, try to be you know, like incorporate different things so that everybody, like Americans, could relate to our music. You understand? So there's much more unity. Have to be the DJs have to play the songs much more, new songs like he said, you know. So that's about it. Much more unity, togetherness. Yeah, man.
Excellent.
I just say, I know I've been talking a lot today, but what I would like to point out is that soca is still a growing type of music. I mean, it's a genre, right? It's still growing. Soca music was implemented back in 80s, 70s, right? And why is it that hip hop at the same time when they were both created, why is it that hip hop transcended more than soca? I think it's because that, like we've been saying, support and togetherness is a big thing. So in the hip hop arena, it was like everybody getting together and they go in the basement and they just together, and you know what I'm saying? And soca music is not enough, and soca is not yet, we don't yet have an industry per se. We just have a type of music, and if we all come together to create an industry, then we will see ourselves on that world stage like how we want to. So the reason why Apple Music and iTunes haven't picked us up as a genre is because we don't stamp ourselves as a genre. We just there. We're not strong enough, and the only way we can do it is together. Marsha Montano has done his thing. You understand what I'm saying? Bungie has been doing his thing. He's done that. Why us? We had to come together and push it stronger together, though. It can't just be one person. So that's the piggyback. Yeah.
I love that. It is time for question and answer. Do you guys have questions for the artists, for our panelists? Don't be shy. Wait, before you talk, can I just say, I'm sorry. Sometimes you see things and you remember things. I gotta say big up to Caribbean Video Hits, because not only, I mean, I'm a fan of soca, so I follow everybody that's in the soca scene, and I follow all the work that everybody does, so I don't just follow DysChick, okay? I follow Caribbean Video Hits as well, and Caribbean Video Hits is a great platform for artists to go on and showcase their talent. Link up with Tawana, who is about to speak. Look at that.
Hi, good night everyone. I'm Tawana, executive producer for Caribbean Video Hits. Thank you, Jamila, for that. I don't really have a question. It's more of a statement. First of all, I want to big up Devin for what she's doing right now with the cooperating the hip hop and then bringing in soca. To kind of jump on what Wildfire was saying as far as making it more a household name. One of the things that hip hop did to transcend to where it is today, they collaborated with other genres. And that's kind of what Devin is doing. That's exactly what Devin is doing right now. When Run DMC collaborated with Aerosmith to do Walk This Way, it took hip hop to another level. So we can't be afraid to jump on a song with another artist from another genre, because that's what's going to take the other people outside of the Caribbean to hear, hey, what is this? What's this new music? And then come to know it's soca. When I used to do taxi as like a little side hustle, I would play my soca music, and I would have Asians in a car. What's that? Reggae? That's Jamaican music? No, it's soca. You understand? So we can't be afraid to collaborate with other artists from other genres, because that's what's gonna take soca music to the next level.
Nice note. Nice note. Any other statements, questions, accolades you want to shower upon the artists?
Accolades.
No?
They answered everything. They gave amazing
They really did.
answers to our questions. So I feel like people understand now, this is our soca scene right here, right? So when you see all the artists busting in every other place, these are our artists. I
Applaud
claim
them.
them. I claim them. So let's give them a round of applause
round
for
of
coming
applause.
out.
Thank you
taking
so
time.
much.
Brooklyn's own Wildfire.
Somebody say yeah, yeah. Play the tune. This is a song I released for Trinidad Carnival. Somebody put your hands in the air like this and feel the music. When we say put the music up, it's part of our nature. It's a secret code. Music is my savior. Music out of control. In this race I'm a winner. Over here, put your hands in the air, say, I hype up with my team and we ready for the road. So much girl around me and I vibe in the zone. Feel the energy. Who you representing? You represent Guyana? Anybody represent Grenada, Trinidad? Put them up, say, cause when it's in there, the second wave, the tigers leave me and put it on the top. Where are you representing? Where you representing? Panama. Who representing Barbados? Anybody representing Grenada? Trinidad? What we say? It's part of my nature. It's a secret code. Music is my savior when we out of control. In this race I'm a win. Big up to DysChick. Big up to SocaSaySo. Put them up, say, I hype up with my team and we ready for the road. So much girl around me and I vibe in the zone. Feel the energy and people need party mode. I'm ready to go. Put them up, say, cause when it hit me, the tigers leave me and yeah, when it hit me, the second wave. Everybody over here, put your hands in the air, start to wave it. I am the way. Whoa, yeah, I am the way. Yeah. Anybody know the song? This is a song to whine. I want you to get up. You have to get up. All right, so wait. She can dance. I saw she on the stage just doing her tombstone there just now. Right? You know how to whine? You don't know how to whine? Can you learn to whine right now? You can learn? Come, there you go. This is a party. This is not a stand-up thing. Right? Where you from, Guyana? I want you to show the people how GT girls whine, right? How GT girls whine. Why you looking at me like that? Right, show them. I want everything, yeah. Give me everything. Start to whine, Sim. Said girl had the sauce. They have me hook on all kind of sweetness. Don't put me on. Girl give me everything, yeah. Then girl raise the boss. Turn around and show them. God don't tell me I can't get none of this. Please don't tell me I can't get none of that, yeah. I want everything. Go get them a fast wine. Get them a fast wine. Show them, show them, show them. Girl, I just want you. Give it to me. Give it to me. Pull it. Give it up for GT. Anybody else know how to wine in here? Anybody from another island? Who from Grenada in here know how to wine? I think SocaSaySo now had to come. SocaSaySo. SocaSaySo. Somebody say SocaSaySo. SocaSaySo. I want you to show them how Grenadian girls wine, right? Get them your phone. Give me spicy wine. Everything, everything, yeah. Just give me everything, everything, yeah. So them sip, them gal had the sauce. They have me hook on all kind of sweet days. Go put them on. Gal give me everything, everything, yeah. Them gal raise a pause. When they whine, you know, bend over and whine. You have to bend over and whine. Say, God don't tell me I can't get none of this. Please don't tell me I can't get none of that, yeah. I want everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, come up on wine, come up on wine, come on wine. Girl, I just want you. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Somebody say yeah, yeah. Anybody know this song? This was a song I did back in 2014 called Don't Tell Me No. Right? You see you right here? You see you? I feel physical attraction when you in motion, and I know when I hold on to you, you're gonna get hooked to know. So too close when I pull up behind you. Come, pull it up, pull it up. The name of this song is called Don't Tell Me No. Don't tell me no. Come, don't tell me no. Where you from? Okay, it's from Virgin Islands, so you know how to wine? Do you know how to drive it? Do you know how to do this? Yes, you do. All right, so show me how a Virgin Island, well, represent for you. You know how to represent for Virgin Island, right? But sing this song, listen. I feel physical attraction when you in motion, and I know when I hold on to you, you're gonna get hooked to know. So too close when I pull up behind her, oh Lord. Slow wine. It's when they roll it, so I take it not. Yes. Let me party. Somebody put your hands in the air. Start the dance up. Say, don't tell me no. Yeah. Tawana, what we say? Say, I feel physical attraction when you in motion, and I know when I hold on to you, you're shy. You know how to dance? Yeah, I know you know how to dance. Just let go that ways. Cause when you roll it so I take it not. Don't be afraid when I attack. I have no shame, I'm moving slack. But when I go too far, girl, we go take it slow. Get in front of me and whine. Don't do me so. Don't tell me no. Don't tell me no, girl. Don't tell me no. When I hold on to you, you're gonna get hooked to know. Don't tell me no, girl. Don't tell me no. When I'm say it. Teach me, come teach me a lesson, leave an impression. Don't tease me when I hold on to shut down, man with attitude and intimidation. But I go in brave. Give me on a roll or on the road behind the truck. Just keep it going, we can stop my gal at home. Gal, we go take it slow. I want everybody put hands in the air, start away from side to side. Don't tell me so. Don't tell me no. Don't tell me no, girl, don't tell me no. When I hold on to you, you're gonna get hooked to know. Don't tell me no. I go by the name of Peter Wildfire in the world. Somebody say yeah.
Blessings. Oh my goodness. I had to hold that skirt so tight. Coming to the stage, no sticking at all. Coming to the stage is one Busy.
Wow! Anybody from Grenada make some noise? The only reason I come on after Wildfire is because Wildfire is the producer behind this song. Big up to Wildfire right now, like we don't see, we in Brooklyn. Wildfire, big up yourself, and big up to the next producer associated with this song too right now. This is Green's Mask kind of tune. This is a job kind of tune. This is a dirty oil kind of, dirty Juve kind of tune. Anybody love to get dirty, make some noise?
Can't dirty like we.
Bounce! Start the bounce! Everybody has to bounce like this. Oh, let's sit down, Moto Gap. Gap. Tawana Gap. You Gap. Everybody Gap. Start the bounce. I want to say it, just bounce. Bounce. I want to say it right now, just bounce. Bounce. Everybody just bounce. This is Brooklyn. Boom. Me a chocolate it me so hard and out of me. Boom. Man with a horn, no drink or romance without a flip. Why you sitting down? Big man. Blessed love, Gap. You, Gap. Thank you. Thank you. Any block we go Millie Rock and any country we sing. Any fed we go mash it up is more than painting the mix now. Don't pass with clean clothes. Moto, I know you like to get wet with the water, man. Everybody start to show me dirty behavior. Hey, start to show me dirty behavior. Hey, 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 I'm gonna be telling dirty behavior. Whoa, dirty behavior. I'm gonna be telling, can't ease. Shut. Hold on. No. You see this tune? This is a bashment. This is Brooklyn. Right? On the count of three from the front and back. Everybody just start to go like this. Listen. Ease up. Ease up. Are you catching dance? This is the bashment dance. When the music and the vibe city, you just have to bounce like this. Check it, watch it. You ready? Alright. Yalla wine, big tune play. 1, 2, give me the bashment dance. One time. Hold on, pull up. I need at least 2 people to do the bashment dance with me. Coming in? Niceness. Love. We're gonna do the bashment dance. When the music hits, you feel no pain, they just feel a vibe. I need one more person. One more. Who coming? You, right here. Yeah, come. Come. It's a bashment operation here right now. Come, please. We're going from here to there. You ready? Here to there. Here to there. Let me go. Come right now with the bashment time. Oh Lord. Come, let me go. Frankie says it one time. Right, everybody get ready. The bashment dance, right? I'm going so. You ready? You ready? Hold on. Rear side, go! Oh, every day. Come. Hey. All right, let's just say this. Me and you go deal with them, right? Me go deal with them. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up. Put it up one more time. One more time, right? Anybody on this side? We're going to do the bashment dance and we're going to go down so. Right? You ready? We're going to take a little chip. You're going to just make it like a chicken. And you're going down so. You ready? Here's how the bashment. I'm going to be there. Here's how the bashment. I love it. Now, anything that I say, all you have to say, hey. All you ready? I high up the music stumbling. Stress levels them crumbling. The girl them in front the bubbling. The rhythm, the drum and the bass line. Snake all the beats in she waistline. So much she reverse it and rewind. When you see me come round the corner, hey. Young them girl them rolling the bumper, hey. When you see me with me bashment crew, it's only 3 things in this party. DysChick SocaSaySo. Yalla wine, big tune play. Are you ready for the bashment dance? You ready? Are we ready? Lord, I like to have fun. Hold on!
When I say we want more of it, all you say this, all of you go, we want more of it. We want more of it. This chick bring the soca say so bring the. When she cock back, la she cock back to the. Pull. And they fix my laces. Now, big up to Brooklyn, New York City. Big up to the whole world. We are not local artists. We are international artists. We are just artists. We are from Brooklyn, born in Brooklyn, some born all over the place. We live in Brooklyn and we come to support the music and do the music and do it proper. You understand? I hope that we music reach around the world. You understand? Big up to Frankie P. Frankie P is one of the DJs that I don't have to worry about when I release my music. When I play my music and I release my music, he plays. SocaSaySo endorse my shit. This chick endorse my. You understand? So when I say we want more Andy, I want to raise your hand for Brooklyn. Raise it for soca music. Hey, we want more of it. We want more of it. We go bring the, and one voice bring the. So when she cock back, la she cock back to the bass. Enough man does go brave, just to get that taste. She love the vibe, she love the scent. I can't perform this song without that girl, I'm sorry. SocaSaySo, this chick, all y'all come up here. SocaSaySo this side, this chick that side. SocaSaySo that side, and this chick that side. SocaSaySo don't reach. This chick waiting, and I listen when I preach. Hold on, hold on, hold on. From the top, from the top, from the top, from the diggy dang dang, diggy dang dang, diggy dang dang, diggy dang. Wow! Big up SocaSaySo. Big up this chick. Alright, show me you rigging this one right now. Alright, let me go. When she cock back, she cock back to the bass. No man does go brave, just to get that taste. She love the vibe, she love the scent. She styling erratic, wind that waist on. We going on low, eh? One to the ground, we go down low. Two to the ground, we go down low. I don't know how low you can go, but we gonna try to do that, you know. One, get ready to whine. Two, get ready to whine. One, two, can my man picture this? Let me go. One to the ground, let me whine to the base. To the ground, we go whine to the. To the ground, we go whine to the. I say stick right there where you stick right. Stick right there where you stick right. Come on, come on. 1, 2, 3, so we want more of it. We want more of it. We want more of it. Hold on. All right. You're gonna do now, right? I want one woman that could show me directions. Because the second verse is all about directions. I want one lady. One lady. One lady. All right. You with the red hair and the blue dress. And the black top. I like how you dress. And when you come up here right now on the stage and rest. Come, 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 come. And when you bring it right here. All right. Lovely darling. What is your name?
Tamara.
Pick up Tamara in the place right now, please. Now, Tamara, I'm going to give you specific instructions right to the song name base. Do you know my song name base? There's a ringtone? Oh, God! Wow! Now, the second verse starts something like, I want you wine and bend over, give me a little slow wine. I want you to do that for the people in them and show them how the song does go, right? So I'll give you specific instructions. On the count of 3, I'm giving you a heads up. Frankie, you ready? Tamara, ready? Your name is Tamara, right? Tamara. All right. 1, you ready? 2, you ready? You don't turn over this way. All right, let me go. Girl, where you wine and bend over. Give me a little slow wine. Roll up the bumper. Chop it like the bass line. And where you master speaker box. Lord, it's a soca seduction. I'm coming in for the wine, eh? I'm coming in. Bring it, make me feel it. Take time and don't sweet it. Girl, just show me you mean it. You're hot and you see me. Girl, soca better bassline. Go, you no waste time. To the ground. 1 to the ground. 2 to the ground. what I like. That is what I like. Ah! Pull. Wow. Wow. Frankie, pick up yourself. Tamara, pick up yourself. DysChick with myself, SocaSaySo with myself. Everybody who came out here tonight, everybody who's here right now, pick up on yourself. My name is One Voice, and thank you. Yo, today has been mad and all you definitely did something great for the world of soca music. Make some noise for yourself, please, right now, please. One Voice, one busy, mad.
Listen, they asked me, how you gonna wear crushed velvet in the summertime? I did so well for a good long while. Hail Grenada. Oh no, I'm not gonna sing, just kidding. Introducing my Grease family. It's Nasale.
So listen, this one is especially for diaspora, written by me. You know, when you're going home, and it's will you bring me a Jordans? Will you bring me a 16, 24-inch Yaki number 24? So this one I wrote just especially for those. Nasale, hey, you come out. I come out to play. Hey, ain't bringing no suitcase at all. I'm packing vibes, that's all. Nasale, will you come out? I come out to play. Hey, I'm coming for the carnival, for the festival. Hey, ain't bringing no suitcase at all. I'm packing vibes, that's all. Oh
like that. See? It's not just women that can come up on stage. You took off the belt though. I got nervous. Thank you, Nasale. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, okay. That's what we put on the video. It was a twin. Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you young Devin.
Good night, everybody. Good night. Hope you're doing good. Well, I go by the name of Young Devin. Like I said, I currently rap, but you know I always gotta jump back into my roots. Anybody else in the Caribbean? Somebody say yeah. I think they're ready. It's our first time performing the soca song in a wide room. Everybody, put your hand in the air, and just whip. Let me go. Hey, I get in a feeling excitement. I jump in with your job beside me. We pop in and rhythm and grinding, and you be whining. I wind it up. I get in a feeling real low. I wanna see if you guys know it. Let me sing this. Low. Can somebody find me? Can somebody find me? Can somebody find me? 'Cause they're right there. Louder, say. Can somebody find me? Can somebody find me? Can somebody find me? 'Cause they're right there. Turn me up. Hey, let me go. Listen to the bass. Watch the people jump into soca music. Powder in your face. When the rhythm hit me, I can't refuse. And we right to your waist. All the bacchanal take over in my head. Hands up. Just whip. And we jumping, no, we don't stand no. Yes. I don't care about myself. Soca music good for my head. And I'm skipping till after 12. If you like it, like hands up. I get in a feeling beside me. I jump in with your job beside me. We pop in and we run and wind it. We wind it, I wind it. I get in a feeling beside me. Don't drop it, don't pop it, real low. Say, can somebody find me? Can somebody find me? Can somebody find me? 'Cause they're right there. Louder, say, can somebody find me? Can somebody find me? Can somebody find me? 'Cause they're right there. Hey, look at your face when you're heading your money picture. And it's all kind of pace when you're moving up and you don't stop. Hey, we crossing the stage. Yes, we behind the track and jamming till we there. Hey, when I get in on in that band, and I'll be been flag in their hand, and we jumping low, we don't stand no. Yes, I don't care about myself. Soca music real low. I want all you to know. If you love soca, say I love soca. Say we love soca. Say I love soca. Turn me up. Say, can somebody? Can somebody? 'Cause they're right there. Can somebody? Can somebody find me? 'Cause they're right there. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
She is a zessa, more zessin. Let's stress it. I mean, it doesn't sound good when I do it. But if young Devin just felt like
Frankie, you have the remix? No? All right, loop it. So some of you guys don't know I'm on a Zessa remix as well. Y'all know it. Moses in Let's Stress. Listen. He's a Zessa, by the city, so I give him the pressure. Trini little young and then hotter than a pepper. Big long chain and they sitting on my sweater. Ever fall in love, bad girl, I can never. Get noticed, bubble like a potion. Better get her back for the get the I'm fine. Oh, you should check it out on YouTube. It's me, Trinidad James, Trinidad Ghost. Say, Moses in left. Hey, listen. He's a Zessa, by the city, so I give him the pressure. Trini little young and then hotter than a pepper. Big long chain and it's sitting on my sweater. Ever fall in love, bad girl, I can never. You notice, bubble like a potion. Better get her back for the feeling that you're toting. Get out of my yard where you're causing this commotion. Ripping through the tongue like an ocean. She's a Zessa, she's a girl. Sit down in the church, but she in the
carnival. He a says, man. Running after girl, I can never understand. More stressing, less stressing. I rock Gucci, it's expensive. You want Louis, and you're belting. I get blue cheese, I got dressing.
Salute. St. Lucia have it. And we have Moto.
There we go. Let we go. Tommy. Hey, we don't party no man. So we don't. Hey, we don't party no man. I said from we touch. Is a. Tommy, hey, anytime we touch. Tongue is a vibe. Is a vibe. How we party? 1, 2, 3. Tommy, we don't party no man. Hey, we don't party no man. We don't do nothing no man. We don't party. Let me show you on the real waistline. Every y'all are ready for that. Next one. How many fellas didn't have more than one woman? Ladies, hey, sing this tune. I don't want no. All I want is give me plenty woman. Say, hey, I don't want no one woman. All I want is give me. Tell me why. Look, you know why them girl? Tell me why them man. Fellas, tell me, I don't want 1 girl, 2 girl, 3 girl, 4, 5 girl, 6 girl, give me 5, 10 and 20 more. Who know the tune? Sing it out. I don't want no. All I want is give me. But I's a man with ride. Give me next tune. I's a man with big ride, but sorry, I just came in my 2 feet tonight. Hey, tell me why say numb you way, numb you way, say numb. You see that little Caribbean girl, she like man. Big ride is man with ride. Top right, say she like man with ride. Big ride is man. Let me tell you one thing, and I say big ride, make her come inside when she see the gas stick, her eyes open wide, she like a watch, the bell motorcar is big ride, all the girl them want big ride, top right, say super Lisa, she like man. You don't know, my name is Moto, I love you Brooklyn, Frankie P.
I can't breathe anymore.
You?
Oh my God. I mean, okay. I'm sorry. Can I take half a second and just say thank you all for being here tonight. I appreciate you.
Yes. Woo. Sweaty man.
I'm a sweaty mess now. It's all right.
No.
Thank all the artists for coming out.
Yes.
That means the singers, the photographers, the Film Academy. Thank you for coming out. All the designers that showcased all of their beautiful
Hopefully
costume
you guys
designs.
registered, or at least got to see.
Who's going to Miami?
Hey.
Who will be at Labor Day on the Parkway? Oh. Brooklyn.
Yes.
Brooklyn.
Yes.
We there.
Represented. I think I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna wear this on the Parkway.
You might as well wear that, but just
shit. No, I'm gonna
you
wear
can cut off a few inches off that skirt.
No,
Just.
this is Shingo Baptist Carnival.
Getting.
I'm gonna put this playing super
Y'all don't know about that. Y'all don't know about that super blue. Thank you so much for coming out.
Yes.
This is the third in the four-part chat series.
Ooh, we got one more to go.
One more to go.
And it's the last one is going to be on August 28th. That is the Wednesday right before Labor Day. So call in sick from now, Lulu.
And we will be talking about venues in Brooklyn. Where are they?
Yes. Although, I got to say, big up to the Slope Lounge.
Big up to Slope Lounge. We found one.
Lounge.
everyone.
Listen. Y'all know, you see Tune Tuesday. You know what we went through. And Slope Lounge was like, just come home. Just come home. We got you. We got you. It's fine. And wow.
Big up to the staff. We appreciate you. You guys are amazing. You made this so easy for us. Thank
Did you guys were you here for the cocktail hour? No, because y'all late, because y'all West Indian? All right. Yes,
drinks
you had that food. You had those jerk meatballs. Yes, okay.
Who had dinner tonight? Who had dinner here at Slope Lounge?
Yes.
Anybody? Oh, yes, we have some people.
Yes,
It's good,
food
right?
is good, drinks are good. Team was amazing. So we really love that you guys came out and that you supported Slope Lounge, you supported DysChick and SocaSaySo and Rant and Rave.
I need to give an extra shout out to the DJs. Brooklyn Psycho held us down from 6 p.m. until. Thank you so much. Frankie, please. Frankie, please don't change that hair from green. I'm watching your stories.
I saw the stories, yes.
I see the stories and they want you to change it, and I say no.
Don't change your hair for me.
Frankie, please.
Don't change your hair.
We love the green. That's the trademark. We love it. This is the Mad Youth, representing Spoiled Brats family.
Well, this is the big bad international Spoiled Brats.
And it's not a joke, all right? He needs a second, because we're here to celebrate artists.
Yes.
And Frankie B done toured the world how many times over, I cannot tell you. He is the DJ for Kerwin Dubois, and when I tell you we had to have him for this because I've seen Kerwin perform and it's smooth.
Yes.
It's so dang smooth from song to song. We were like, we know we're having a bunch of artists and we don't want somebody that's just gonna keep juking them up, ruining the thing. We had to get the best, and he said, I'll give you the discounted rate. Bless this man's heart!
Why are you telling him?
Bless this man's heart. I said, we're not making money.
Big up to our lovely Panamanian host.
Listen!
The amazing, fantastic, the voice. Lady Q.
The voice and the body.
I'm saying.
The body.
rude.
Okay?
Just
Have you seen her in a costume? Jeez and ages. She is the Carnivalista. And hopefully, if you needed any Carnivalista gear, you purchase it from Lady Q because she has them, because she is a bona fide representative of Carnivalista who tabled at our last event, actually.
Yes, yes.
And hopefully you bought some things for Team Soca. I see sales going. I see bags going. So good up for the support.
Now. I'm digging in the crates now.
All
right. So thank you to everyone.
Thank you for
who
coming.
Also came out. Big up yourselves for coming out after work on a Wednesday. Those of you who didn't call in sick. Where's she at? Right.
Big up Red Bear Productions.
Yes.
Cordell
Furman
What's wrong with me? Since yesterday, I can't say your
wearing
name.
the shirt that says
Since
Cordell
yesterday.
Furman Visuals.
But he's good at what he does, so he'll edit that out. Thank you. Big up to DysChick. Please go to. Let's act like it's 1999. Go to www.dyschick.com and look at all the things she has, because she's just friggin' dope. She has a spotlight for all of these artists that have been up here. She wrote an article about them. And, big up me, because
SocaSaySo.
Because SocaSaySo. All right? You can also go to SocaSaySo.com and SocaSaySo on all social media.
And look out for Tune Tuesday.
Look out for
7 p.m.
Tune Tuesday.
On Instagram Live.
You know me so
I've met
well.
you a couple of times.
Thanks. All right, listen. I did not tell you have to go. I'm not looking at time.
You don't have to go home.
No, but you got to rave. If you're not raving, we having a problem. I got 10 whole minutes.
10 minutes of raving.
10 whole minutes of raving. Let me go.
Yo, DJ, when we drop down on the all party fish here, all water man, bring out the hose them. Wait, Fred. Hit them. Moto there, moto there, moto there.